Hello everyone, it's Sloth here with another video of new Capina Esper deck because it's super fun and I really enjoy making those. So for anyone that didn't read the cards so far, we will go through them very fast. If you want bigger explanation, we will go into other videos when I cover them a bit more. And let's start. Ledger Shredder, 2 mana, flying 1/3. Whenever a player casts their second spell each turn, Ledger Shredder connives. And connive is you draw a card, discard a card, and if you discarded a non-land, you put the counter on this creature. That's actually really good because enemy can during his turn also trigger it, and you can trigger it as well. So theoretically you can get like +4/+4 during both turns, which won't happen, but theoretically. Tainted Indulgence, 2 mana, instant, draw 2 cards, discard a card, unless you have 5 or more different mana values in your graveyard. So we can actually turn it on in this deck, and you will see that it's pretty powerful when it's like in the draw 2 mode. What more? Obscura Charm. I think that's like one of the best cards Esper has right now. Like, man, this card is just bonkers. So basically you have 3 mana, instant, and you have 3 modes. One mode is return target multicolored permanent card with mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped, including planeswalkers. Second mode is counter target instant or sorcery spell, and the third one is destroy target creature or planeswalker with mana value 3 or less. So basically you can get Kaito back and Raffine that we are talking about right now. Raffine, Scheming Seer, 3 mana, flying 1/4, very good stat line, and worth 1 on top of it. And whenever you attack, target attacking creature connives X, where X is the number of attacking creatures. It means this has ATB effect. So when it comes into play, other creature that is attacking gets this value. You draw cards and you put counters if you want. So that's pretty powerful and it's pretty hard to kill, and we can get it back with Obscura Charm, and you will see in first game how huge difference this card makes. Like really, it's surprisingly powerful. Void Rend, card that sometimes is like amazing and sometimes it's okay. Void Rend, 3 mana instant that destroys anything that's not a land, and it cannot be countered. However, the upside is only against control matchups, so yeah, basically usually it's just destroy target non-land permanent, which in many occasions is amazing. Sometimes it's a bit worse Obscura Charm, depending on the matchup. Depopulate, 4 mana, each player who controls a multicolored creature draws a card, then destroy all creature. So someone could think that it's worse rough, but look how many creatures we have. Like we have Raffine, we have Interceptor, and remember, every single token from Kaito is also 2 color. It means that if you sacrifice a token, let's say you have Ninja in the play attacking for 2 or 3 turns, and Kaito is again at 3 loyalty. Then you just cast it, and you transfer Ninja into a new card, and then you make a new Ninja. So that's pretty powerful, and like the fact that it's only 4 mana instead of like Doomskar 5 mana and like Farewell 6 mana and so on, it makes a difference. Sometimes Meathook Massacre just cannot grow fast enough, especially if the enemy is starting, puts Talia into the game and you are on the draw, like come on, you don't have ramp in this deck. And we have 1 Lier. This card, when it comes into play, obviously game changer. So yeah, but you know the drill by now. We also have the new land. So basically this deck is really strong and really enjoyable. The big idea behind it is Faerie Vandal, also from the new set, but I believe it's a reprint. So basically you have 2 mana flash flying creature, and it's only 1/2. However, whenever you draw your second card each turn, put 1/1 counter on Faerie Vandal. So obviously you want to play it on turn 2, and then grow it using Kaito, because every draw from Kaito will make this larger every single turn, and that's pretty huge. Also, any connive will also make it huge, so if you play this on turn 2, then you play Raffine and this attacks, you will get your counter, and then you will get another counter from Raffine. So the synergy is here definitely, and deck really plays nicely. Obscura Charm is like the biggest star of this deck because it can kill, it can counter, it can bring the creatures back. So yeah, if you like Esper Obscura, try this deck, and happy laddering. If you like this kind of deck, as always, subscribe I really appreciate it. And yeah, have fun with the games. That's not the best hand, but Depopulate will be very good against Mono White, and we are playing against Mono White, right? Golgari. Nice. Definitely this. We need to definitely start drawing clans. Kaito is like the main thing we need to go for. Is this Boseiju? I think he was thinking about playing Boseiju in case we don't have basics. Oh man, that's scary because we have one basic, I believe. So let's go for black, right? We need more black. Meathook will be important, so let's keep it. If we don't draw the third land, we are screwed. And I was never scared about this part. Obviously we are fine. Ninja might die, but Kaito probably won't. So they can do binding, but binding the token doesn't seem such a great idea, right? And if they don't, they really don't get much value. I think they have binding. Okay. Sure. That sucks, but that's still fine. What can we do? They can use binding on Raffine or Raffine, whatever. So I'm not sure about this play. Okay, I think they were thinking about this, but they probably should have it as well. We gave them good target, but at some point we can get it back with Esper Charm, and they need to dedicate full turn to do this. And honestly, we didn't have like great plays outside of it. That's good. And he cannot block us in any way. So, let's do it. He definitely wants to kill Raffine first. Man, we still didn't draw a land. That's insane. Honestly, Vanishing Verse doesn't seem to be great against them. Depopulate? Eh. I think we do it like this. I like Shredder. And our small thingy just got bigger. We could get Kaito and start doing cards. You know what? Like, honestly, it seems so good. Whenever a perma... But man, then we don't kill this. This can get scary, so... He has 1 mana. Whenever a permanent opponent goes into graveyard, put 1/1 counter at the beginning of your upkeep. So I don't think he can do it this turn, right? Next turn we can do something about it. And this makes us get an additional card, and Kaito will be phased out anyway. So, man, I like cards, what can I say? And it will help us hit the 5th land in our 15 card draw that we can't hit lands. So that's pretty important, I guess. Man, I would love to cast this, but it's just a bit too late. Imagine if we had it on turn 2. Man, this would be like 520 by now. Yes, 520. Definitely not 1820. Seems like a good card so far. Faerie Vandal will be very good as well. We just draw them in the wrong order. That's fine. This is actually extremely good for us. Also the reason why we put counters here. Like 3 damage and turn is a thing. So he did this so he can exile the counter and get rid of the ninja. Or at least he thinks he can. But obviously he can't. How do we do this? I guess Bloodchief first. Because then we can use March. in case something extreme happens. March can go for 2. Or just for Hive. That's fine. Like, this is the problem with Sarulf. It's so slow. Okay, you got it. You got it, my friend. Okay, Raffine Tower. What can we do? We can Meathook Massacre, but it doesn't seem like a great idea, to be honest. I think we Depopulate. I think we just Depopulate. Yep, it means that we will play the land. We have what? We don't have a lot of white, so let's go for white. Enemy will get the card, and that sucks. We could also get a card if we made a ninja, but it's just better to create a new one, to keep drawing later. And we can play the Faerie Vandal at the end step, and you will see how powerful it can be when it goes off. Dig up. What will they take? Another dog? Or binding? Or soul shatter? Soul shatter seems the best. So I think it's a soul shatter. But we still want more pressure in the board. Okay, interesting. Let's attack. Man, if this will keep growing, we are in very good spot. Also remember that cycling runs is second card draw, so it also triggers the thingy. Kaito, it will be useful at some point. Nice, I like those runs. And we can go for the Ledger Shredder. This name, like this name, so troll. I think we go for Interceptor, in case he does something extremely good. That's fine. Man, I'm happy we didn't draw this land. If he noticed that we don't have basics, like every Field of Ruin would be so painful. We also don't really have choice what to get. Culling Ritual. How good is this? Okay, I think we let it through. Because it's mana value, right? So that's fine. We will see what he plays and then we will bounce it. And we will still have the creature at the end step. And he needs to float this mana and get rid of it when we are at the end step. It means that even if we play it without a spell, he only has 4 mana, not 7. Oh, that hurts. I will admit, this hurts. But we still will get the Interceptor. Void Rend is good. Like, Meathook Massacre doesn't look so hot right now. First, attack. And March is always against the Hive. We play this. And let's draw our second card for the turn. Like, I kinda want to play it, to be honest. Might be a mistake, but I'm greedy. I just want more runs. Like, being able to play 2 things for 3 is pretty good. Yep. Enjoy. We still have Kaito. He needs definitely more. That's weird. He didn't play his tutor. So, what, 6 mana? I guess he has some instant, or maybe, oh, maybe he has Shigeki. I think he has Shigeki then. And that's fine. Man, like, Vandal is really showing the power here. slowly but surely a 2-drop that will become a biggest creature on the board. But to first, I guess. So Shigeki? I think it's Shigeki for 2. And he will get like Soul Shatter, maybe Culling Ritual, yep. Here it is. Okay, so double removal. That's actually pretty good for him. Yep. It's still card for card. Well, in the end, 1 for 2, I guess. Like, we could draw card and threaten the ultimate. Yeah, like, we don't need this round, so we can cycle it easily. Okay, so he forced to do the thing. Okay, do we place another Kaito? I think we do. That was weird. Why was I asked about the mama? Whatever. So basically, thanks to phasing out, we are nearly guaranteed to draw at least 1. Wow, he has more. Well, sure. We still get the ninja at least, but at some point we should start drawing Esper charms or something, because enemy is like getting Shigekis as crazy. I think he will get Shigeki right now. He doesn't need to reveal it, but I'm nearly sure it's Shigeki. So it means that he will, yep, 2 cards. Man, this Hive would be so good here. And, like, man, we really need to start drawing something. Only 1 charm so far. We have a lot of removal, but if he starts the Shigeki for full cycle, he can draw like 5 cards. And that's definitely not where you want to be. So if we don't have good draw in like 1 or 2 turns, we are out of this game, I think. And Field of Ruin can ruin us a bit. That's actually a good draw. So we can start cycling the stuff and making our small proud token a bit bigger and a bit better. We don't like Sorcerer Speed. Planewalkers. I don't see Planewalkers. And Exile seems pretty good. Obscura Charm is freaking amazing in this situation. And I think he's at so low HP. We cannot counter Channel, unfortunately. So it's what? Oh man, it's so crazy. So 4 cards. This will be a challenging turn. We probably kill something ourselves to prevent the live game. And we cannot counter this. Oh man, so scary. I hope he kills Raffine and then we can get it back at the end step. Yep. Not much we can do about this. He's pretty smart. So if we get Raffine, he just kills it. Man, this will be so hard. Like, we can counter, but doesn't bring much to the table, right? I think we'll wait for this. Like, he won't go to such a low HP, I think. If he uses March, I use my March. 3. Also smart, very good player, honestly. Like, do we care? Can we even kill him in this way? If we play the Wanderer, like, I think we should go for this line of play. Especially at that moment he can just cycle whatever he wants. Like he had 3 Shigekis, right? So he has another one. Right now we want Wandering Emperor. He can kill her. Then we use Obscura Charm to get Raffine or something like this, and hopefully we can hit Lier. It doesn't seem so bad. Like we just need to, we can do so much damage on instant. We just need to make him tapped, I guess. He's playing very well, and that makes it much harder. Obviously we need to make a samurai, then he kills her.
We must protect the
Okay, so only 4 mana left. And now we use the charm. We get back Raffine, and I hope he cannot kill the Raffine. And theoretically we can win the game if he doesn't have another instant removal, and he does. I think he does. Yep, upkeep. Good player, really good player. But I think that was a valiant try. If he didn't draw this, we would be extremely fine. And by extremely fine, I mean we would just kill him right now. Let's keep drawing. 2 free cards. That's a good draw. Like, we are going places, definitely. I think it's Void Rend, right? We have way too many. And we want ramping damage. And it's so close. Enemy is playing so well this. And this is scary. So I guess he goes for Shigeki. Then he channels for, like, how much he has? 6, 8. So I think he channels for 2 cards and then removes. Oh, but I think it might be tricky. Or like the spare. I think we just counter whatever he does. I'm pretty sure it will be some kind of sorcery or instant. Binding. Okay. Okay, you smarty. He needs to pay the word. So maybe that was a mistake to let him. He's really smart. He's playing around the charm, which I didn't predict. Nearly nobody plays around it. Okay. So, what are we doing? Enemy is tapped out nearly perfectly. I think we cycle definitely. Oh man, if we got a turn earlier, this would win us the game if we had it 1 turn earlier. But still, I think we should be fine. Let's get back Raffine. Seems pretty good card. Attack. Go to 1, I guess. Or maybe next turn to 1. I think with Interceptor we have better things to do than waste a card for this 1 damage. We'll leave the beach. Right, we have 4 mana and 3 and 3, so we can do quite a lot. This doesn't matter. This guy doesn't matter. We just need to save our Raffine. Because next turn we definitely can outdamage them, and they don't even realize how much. Like with this guy we can deal what? 4 damage plus 2, so 6 in total. Okay. Okay. And those Tainted Indulgence helped so much, like drawing 2 cards for free seems pretty good. Another Cleave. Okay, let's see it. Let's see it. No, some instant. Not great. So no blockers for you. I hope to get some reaction out of him. Seems we won't get it. I need to really go for Lier, like he has 1 card. I don't think it's worth to connive, like for the counter. Hopefully he wants to block with the Hive. And yeah, that was enough. Man, that was really good player and that was really close game. It could go either way, honestly. So, going second, but with really good removal. And a lot of gargoyle thingies. Okay, so I guess we start like this. We don't have any kind of sorcery target, so yeah. That's why Bloodchief first is in the deck. Like literally that's why. Good cards. Let's go like this. And let's freaking get rid of Talia. It's always Talia. Whatever the skin is, it's Talia. Oh man, that's scary. This one is scary. We could get rid of Adeline, but I think it's just sweeper time, right? Of course. And we get to draw cards, and that's pretty awesome. It might get a little suspicious for the enemy that we didn't do anything. Oh man, like, enemy is not joking around. Wow, the amount of damage that we are dealt is pretty crazy. It was just a half of it. Man, like, okay. And here we are with our cool, nice decks. Man, I'm so happy we have this. We wouldn't have double white for the sweeper. Enjoy your card. Well, we have Meathook. Like, in this kind of matchup, Vandal doesn't seem so hot. But when you start with Kaito, it looks really hot. Okay. That's not a huge problem. Like, so far so good. Let's go for the mere mana. So, what do we do with this guy? We could Meathook, but honestly I'm not sure if that's worth it. I think we much rather just get rid of it. Okay, so they definitely have the 4 drops. So what? They can buff the Initiate with Halina. Well, I guess Meathook really prevents their big stuff. So actually let's do it. Maybe let's do it for correct mana. Because this board isn't scary, but when they play a 4-drop that gives +X and haste, well man, that's not great. And it cannot give haste to itself, so they need another creature on the board. So hopefully we can trade 1 for 1. Yep, Spirant doesn't seem so crazy, but we don't have anything to get back with the charm, unfortunately. Let's go for white. And we can easily get rid of Aspirant. In many ways. I wonder if the charm is better. I think it's better to use charm. And you might ask why, because this can hit 4-drop and this cannot, and right now their 4-drops are really scary. So we get this, we need to get Kaito, and we are so set on the card value. Okay, that's a reasonable draw as well. You know, Smorg. Enemy has one card, so he needs Helena and some very good cheap draw. That's very good. Like, that's actually really good for us. Talia, not super scary. Our hole, bigger. Bigger. And this is very good, because it means he cannot ever leave open. Like, he cannot leave himself open to attacks, so it means that he always needs a blocker, and it creates a very different dynamic in the game. Okay, going first. Pretty good hand. We have very good opening land. We have like a one drop. Full one drop value. And we can draw some cards, which is awesome. Tainted Indulgence. Man, every single game. Like, every single game is this. Seriously. We will have double black. For this matchup you definitely want always, and that was the wrong land, I guess. But I want double white for the Emperor, so I don't think that was a mistake. We cannot count on stuff like this. So let's go with our amazing ninja that draws us Meathook Massacres. Like, at this rate I'm just sideboarding full mono white hate with the new cards, and that's it. I guess that's how you ladder right now. You just sideboard against mono white and that's enough. So basically against this kind of matchup you want to keep drawing cards every single turn, because you need a huge Meathook Massacre. Okay, so let's play like this. Problem is that this will grow. So next turn, yes, we can Meathook Massacre. But it doesn't bring much to the table, to be honest. I think we wait for the Emperor, because the fact that the Emperor is there helps. It cannot kill Adeline, because she has Vigilance. Because why wouldn't she? It's not a great card, so why would it? Let's see the token. Show me the token. Okay. I don't think that was a good move by him, to be honest. So, we have to Meathook, right? So it means that we might just block, and that's enough. So we save one loyalty. This way we can make a token after the board is cleared, which is a huge difference, especially against Adeline. And we get to draw a card because we have Ninja still. Wow, so irritating, and enemy is like playing horribly. To be honest, after this block he should see the sweeper coming, so what he did is like the biggest mistake you can have. We are not using Emperor right now because we want to make a token after the sweep. However, we want to draw with Kaito. Okay, and remember, every turn you need a land. So we have double white. We don't have enough blue, so like maybe not enough, but we want more. So let's go for 3, right? Man, like this deck is so annoying. No, like, sure. Are you proud? Actually, it helped because he saved 1 HP. At least we get quite a lot of stuff. Adeline will be huge, but I think we can take 1 hit just to draw another card with Kaito. And at some point we will have enough mana and another hook. He should buff Adeline, I think, every turn. I think I blocked the token. Enemy is playing... Man, like, this was... so many mistakes. I think this is one of the worst shows of mono white I have seen so far. Like, honestly. because it was obvious that we want to minimize the board.
Greet our enemies.
I will still do it. Because I thought he's such a bad player that he will let it out, because it might look scary, but we definitely bluffed completely. Okay, what can we do? Like Raffine seems pretty fine. One could say that I should play it before, and that wouldn't be a lie. So right now I matched my enemy in the skill. Yeah, that was horrible. This would be a 4-4 with Vigilance. And this would make big difference. Well, maybe not so big. It would be just one more damage. With double strike, let's be honest, that's a different beast. And we go for the Indulgence to start drawing stuff. Interesting. Okay. So I guess we draw now and see what we get, because it might change our play. And it really might. So we can actually kill Adeline right now, which is huge. We can also kill this if we want. But I think killing Adeline is the yeah, like that's perfect. So I think mana. No, Kaito. That's the biggest problem. Unfortunately, we need to do it like this. And right now we pretty much clear the board, right? Oh man, that was the game-winning turn. Also, Meathook is really helpful this game. Vanishing Verse, nearly. I think we make the token, so we might as well attack right now. I will connive. Man, that's good. I will actually do it like this, without the counter. So, what do we lack? 1, 2, 3, and 0. So we cannot buff yet. I could make a blocker, but I'm quite sure we'll draw something, right? Or we just make a samurai. So, let's start drawing. I consider this as something. Nice. And we gain more life. We make a token, and from the next turn onward, we buff. Yeah, that turn was so huge. Like, the fact that we drew the March and exiled those were game-winning. Bye! You freaking monster. And now we make the counters. Yep. Enemy drew this game so hard.